You guys have become, obviously, a pass-oriented team, given what Dwayne can do and the receivers can do. Are you satisfied with the status of the running game right now?
I think the run game can definitely use some work. We're never perfect. There's always things we can improve on. But it is hard to run the block. I think a lot of defenses are worried about Mike and JK being in the backfield as the two dynamic runners. So they usually load the box against us, while we've been throwing the ball a little bit more. But they could definitely use some work.
What do you, when you break down the film, what are you seeing as being the box?
Sometimes it's just too many people in the box, and then from time to time, somebody in the O-line will miss a block or running backs will miss a hole. Just sometimes it's a collective group effort of why sometimes it doesn't work.
Is it working better in practice than it is on game day right now?
That's something we've definitely focused on more this week, is improving the run game. That's something we're going to need down the stretch against really good teams, especially for a team like Minnesota.
Urban said today's practice was really, really good. How did you guys look out there? What did he see, I guess, that he was so excited about today's workout, do you think?
I think it's just the focus of the team, starting with the leaders, just setting a good example, setting the tone in practice, coming out with good habits, working as hard as you can. Even though it's a Wednesday in the middle of the season, we could be tired and just be going through the motions, but we're out here working hard, and I think he's seen that today.
Isaiah, when you see a team load the box like they do against you, kind of what's the first thing that comes to your mind? How do you defend a line that's coming at you trying to stop the run that way?
My mindset is just be as physical as you can. Just move the down guys and get as much yards as you can. As long as you be physical and you move people off the ball, you'll get a positive game in the run game.
As well as Dwayne is throwing the ball, does it ever surprise you guys when you guys see teams basically challenge you guys to pass? You know what I mean?
It doesn't really surprise me. I mean, I'm not really surprised by the throws Dwayne makes. He does it every day in practice. It's something we go over a lot in practice, so I'm not really surprised by anything that happens in the game.
What are you seeing in Minnesota's defense? What kind of jumps out when you watch them on film?
Well, one of their ends lead the Big Ten in sacks. They're pretty good up front. The front seven is pretty good. They cover pretty well. It's a pretty solid defense. Just do our best to play great offense.
Urban's mentioned quite a few times that the second team unit behind you guys like Wyatt, Josh, and Nick have really started to come on. What have you seen out of those guys in the past couple of weeks that kind of goes off what Coach is saying?
Just understanding how to play the game, understanding how to practice at this level. It's a bit different from high school. Those are young guys. They just did a better job of understanding the game and how to make certain blocks and certain plays. When it comes to this experience of just running the play more often.
Who's caught your eye in recent weeks among that group, Isaiah? Who's kind of stepping up?
I mean, a lot of guys have stepped up. I mean, I feel like the front five has played pretty good this year. Excuse me. And I feel like the twos have been doing a good job of just seeing the example that the ones set and continue to live up to the standard of what it's supposed to be as an Ohio State offensive line.
Nick Pettiford and you guys have a lot in common. I think both were highly recruited guys, and you came in. You played as a true freshman on the two deep. He's a true freshman on the two deep. Just what are you seeing out of Nick so far?
I see a lot of things I see in myself. A lot of the mistakes I made when I was a freshman, but same thing I saw in myself. He's a hard-working kid. He never stops. He never gets discouraged. He just keeps working hard, and I'm proud of him.
Isaiah, how much do you want to get the running game working so that you don't have to make these 50-yard trots to the end zone after one of these Dwayne long throws?
I mean, I'm not going to lie, I don't mind the long throws because I don't mind a drive shortener. When you keep running the ball, those 12-play drives, they get you after a while. So I'm not going to complain about the long throws downfield.
But don't you like the idea of one of those 12-play, 80-yard drives where you just maul the other team into submission, basically? Which that's what Ohio State's offensive line is known for.
I mean, yeah, no, that's something I definitely want to get back to. I feel like we could do a better job of that. I definitely love the run game and being physical. That's what I'm about, but I ain't never going to complain about a drive shot. That's one thing I'm not going to do.
Isaiah, you personally, Pro Football Focus has you grading really, really well this year. How do you feel like you're playing personally?
I feel like I've played pretty good this year. Like I said, there's always room for improvement. Nobody's perfect out here. I still have made mistakes during the game. There's things that I can improve on to help this team, whether it is a better job in leadership or better job of playing better on Saturdays. It could be anything. So I think I've played really well, but I could always do better.
You're a tall, big guy. Can you imagine being 6'9", 400?
No, I can't imagine being that heavy. That is too heavy for me. I would never want to be that heavy. Like, I like my athleticism. I like being able to move. Like, 400 pounds is pretty heavy.
And he's only a true freshman, too. So he's probably going to keep growing.
Yeah.
What kind of challenges you think a guy like Falele is going to present to your defensive line, being that big?
To be honest, I think we got one of the best offensive line in the country, and I think we got one of the best defensive line in the country, and we do a good job of competing every day. So I think for our D lineman on Saturday, it'll be just like practice, just going against one of the best. I'm pretty sure he's a good player. I haven't really seen him play, but I'm pretty sure they'll do a good job.
Isaiah, Michael Jordan took on a lot more responsibilities when he moved over to center. Can you talk a little bit about his development at that position this year? What you've seen out of him?
I think Mike has done a really good job of getting better between week 1 and now. I mean, I think that's the main focus throughout the season, is to get better as a player as the season goes on. I think Mike has done a really good job of identifying the defense, calling the blitzes out, and just being what a center is supposed to be in the offense. I think he does a really good job of that this year so far.
Have you seen him get more confident in, as far as yelling out what he needs to do and all that?
Yeah, he's definitely got more confident. I could tell he's getting more comfortable as the games goes on.
Baby said that he's glad that he's as short as, well, everyone to me is tall, but as short as he is for a football player, going up against 6'9", because that gives him the advantage.
I mean, it does. When you 5'7" and you're going against me and I'm 6'9", I'm pretty sure that gives you an advantage in football. So I'm pretty sure he loves it. I mean, I hate it. Because it's like, when I use my hands, it's like I expect you to be up here, but you're all the way down there. But I mean, it's cool, B.
He's not gonna like that 5'7".
Bring him back out.
He's listed at 6'1".
He's listed at 6'1". He looked about 5'7" to me.
Thank you.